Hello, hello, hello. Hope anyone can find this live because I completely forgot to schedule it for some reason. I don't know why. This is such a weird day. Hi there, Richie. Thank you, thank you. I mean, if you have a question, just pop in and we can check it. I don't know how your guys' week has been. I mean, today was such a Mercury retrograde kind of day, and I don't know why, because it's not Mercury retrograde, but we had a power outage. Hi, Sarah. In town, half of the town, so our internet, the main internet was gone. We have a secondary because we work from home, and that went off. I don't know, like 4 hours before I finished work, so I had to use my sister's extra internet for doing work. So yeah, and then my nail chipped. Feel free to feel sorry for me. So yeah, this day is just weird, but hopefully we can do some readings and I can either provide some information for you guys, or you can just fill me with energy. So how are you guys, by the way? How are you, Sarah? How are you, Richie? If anyone is here other than those in the comments, please feel free to ask any questions except health related questions, because that's not what I do, because you need a doctor for that. Okay. Ooh, we have questions. Thank you, guys. Look at that. And I pulled out my Oak Ash and Thorn because I just felt like this is an Oak Ash and Thorn kind of day. So good question. How can I best handle the stress of my last week of school before I break up for the summer? I mean, I have my Labradorite at hand. Sarah, good. Happy to hear. And my right eye is itching. Does that mean anything? I keep forgetting. Am I gonna cry or laugh? I never know which is. Okay, so I kind of started doing the 7 shuffle thing that someone mentioned recently. So we have the Lovers. Nice. Okay. And we're even on screen, though I wasn't counting with the question. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, the Lovers, and the Three of Wands. So how can I best handle stress? Page of Swords. So the problem, the area where the root of the problem area, we have the Page of Swords. So there is something you haven't learned that's connected to intellect and thoughts. So what I'm guessing is that maybe, I'm gonna correct myself because I'm thinking out loud, because we have the Lovers here. That I wanted to say that you have to pay more attention to your thoughts, but because we have the Lovers and the Wands, because they both are connected to emotions, maybe the problem is that you're trying to solve this with your mind, with your intellect, so you're trying to rationally tackle the stress. And unfortunately, stress is often related to our emotions, because even though our thoughts are the ones that will spiral us into stress, we experience those through our bodies and through our emotions. And we have the Lovers in the current situation, position, which is not just about love and finding love, but it's about an ethical choice, the choice that that it's going to be the right one. So there is something that you need to choose between, related to school. It could be, I'm thinking, because it's the last week of school, that you're trying to do everything that was left from the year. You're trying to catch up because of how the whole year went, and you're doing too much or trying to do too much, but you have to stop and prioritize and choose those that are really important to finish before the summer break starts, because we also have the Three of Wands in the tendency position, which is, embarking on a new journey, which in this case, I kind of feel like this is, summer break, starting something new and fun. But you can only do that if you prioritize what you can do and leave behind what you can't, because you can't carry everything with you. Even though you're trying to do that, you're, thinking a lot that I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do everything. But that's in reality is just not how things work. And even though it's hard, sometimes you have to say that, okay, these and these things will have to wait till next term, or even have to, just leave behind and hope that someone else will do them, because you can't do everything on your own. I hope that helps. I mean, for me, it makes sense. And yeah, cool. I'm gonna again channel my Jake Peralta, which I kind of do a lot during readings, which is kind of interesting. By the way, this is how because we were talking about that last time, how I finished my reading, that I put back the cards randomly in the deck. Happy to hear. I'm here to remind you. Okay, so more advice, how to present. Friends. We like friends. Page of Pentacles, another page. We're all trying to learn something. I mean, I'm trying to learn how to speak currently, and I lost several cups. A few cards. Nice. Okay. So let's see. I don't know if you're the same, but I kind of looked at it and I saw the tower because of the burning things, which is very interesting, because the Seven of Cups is not about towers. Okay, so best way to proceed. So again, the problem is, but for you, the problem is that you're not in the right mindset, I guess, or you're trying to learn, but you're refusing to learn something, which is related to the earthly 3D, financial as well element, but because it's friendship, I don't think, anything finance related could be a factor. It's more about resources. And maybe, a friend is a resource, and maybe what you need to do is look at the situation and the friend and see where they are positioned in your life, on your list of friends. If they are close friends, or, just an acquaintance or new friends, because you have to embark on a way to deal with them or deal with the situation differently. If it's an old friend, or if it's a new one and you don't know how they react. And it's a balancing act, because the bunny has the pentacle on his nose. But there's also, a flower here, which I kind of feel like, I kind of feel like that someone might be whispering something in your ear as well. So it could be that some people might be influencing you in related to the situation. Hi Diane, so nice to see you. I hope you're feeling better. I mean, you said you were, but you still. But that's the problem. The current situation is the Seven of Cups, which is options. And I guess in this instance, there might be more ways to approach this friend than you think. You might have that idea that you can do this only one way, and that's going to be the correct way. But maybe this card is here to remind you that there is not just more ways to approach the situation, but you can try more than once. So it's not like you're going to lose your chance to talk about whatever you want to talk about, or do whatever you want to do. If you try it once, you will you can get, you know, more than one shot. Hi, Chris. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in the tendency, which is a really nice card here, especially related to friendships. Because if you want to keep this friendship, and then this means that you can, how to say it in English, put that on a new level. You know, you can level up the friendship and start something that will last a long time and it will be stable. Or if you know, it's not something you want to keep, then it means that leaving them behind will also, you know, leaving them behind will start this new long-term stable period. So, you know, just choose whichever applies, but it's definitely a good one. But yeah, the main thing is that you need to be open to try. You need to be open to learn about them and learn about the situation and what it requires, but don't be afraid to try, because, you know, if your intentions are good, you're not going to be shut out completely immediately, especially if it's a friend. Hope that helps. Okay, okay. We have Virgo Queen. Hi. So get the townhouse soon and anything else. Okay, let's see. That sounds lovely. Townhouse. How are you guys? Thank you, Sarah. I hope so. And also, if anyone wants to reach out, you can always reach out for a free reading in email, or, you know, that's a longer one, or if you just need a quick one, you can DM me on Instagram. I'll try to do those within a day. But we'll see. Yeah. Why is it not scheduled? Okay. Why is it upside down? Why is the whole deck reversed? 8 of Wands. Too many information, too many things happening at once. That could be the problem. You don't know what to prioritize. So you're trying to do too much regarding the whole situation. So you could, you know, you could definitely feel stressed out because just so many things coming at you all at once, information and options, and you have to choose and you just don't know what to do. But we have the Four of Swords in the current position, that what you can do to change things. And the Four of Swords is about taking a rest when in your traditionally it's when, you know, you're in the middle of the battle. But I'm just mentioning that because it signifies that you're not just taking a nap because you're tired. It's actually taking up time to slow down and think things through, because there's too much thing coming at you all at once, and that can prevent you from thinking things through the correct way. But we have the Two of Wands also, which is quite interesting, because that as a tendency that, you know, that if you manage to slow down and take that rest and think things through, because the Two of Wands is about making a choice. So there could be that they're gonna be another option, maybe. So maybe there's something more else than the townhouse you don't even know yet, which could be better. I'm not saying it is, but there could be more options related to the house, or just the information. Where do you get the information? But I kind of like the Two of Wands here, because it signifies, after the Two of Wands comes the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is starting the journey, but the Two of Wands is making all the plans you need in order to start a successful journey. So right now, if you can slow down and process all the information that's coming in more objectively, you know, then you can get all the information that you will be able to act on. And, you know, you can actually start moving ahead with the plan. I would say there's definitely a chance for soon, though I don't like to put a timestamp on a reading, because it all depends on what do you do with the reading. It can happen tomorrow, it can happen 2 years from now. It all just depends if you do what you need to do, obviously, if you choose to. But we have wands and swords, and those are the quicker cards. So once you manage to slow down, you can manage to start moving forward with the plans. So I think that's, yeah, I can imagine it's a stressing and long process. Awesome. Okay, did I say hi to everyone? If I missed you, I'm really sorry. I'm not being an a-hole. Hopefully, I'm just sweaty star working. I'm just. And thank you so much for coming here and hanging out with me and letting me read for you, because there's not a lot of things I really enjoy, but reading for other people is something that I actually really do, and I can't shuffle today. Sometimes the cards are like that, they are jumpy. Okay, so this guy is interested in me. They don't like Facebook stalking. That's creepy. I mean, with all these videos on how to, what to do when you're dating someone and what to do when you're interested in someone, is so interesting that people are still worried to just say that, hey, I like you. I mean, just as a philosophical topic for questioning why I shuffle. We have the Three of Wands. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Wands. So the reason could be for not moving, not coming forward with the. I mean, you sound sure that they're interested, so you saw something that they might be coming out, either coming out from a relationship that was hard on them, or they've been hurt in the past, and that's preventing them from moving forward because they fear rejection and they fear to put out their emotions, which is a very human thing to experience, and people don't even often know about what they do as a defense. But we have the Three of Wands here, and the reading is for you, so not for them. It's just what could be the reason why they are not coming forward. But we have the Three of Wands because, and like I said previously, the Three of Wands is starting a journey, is actually making the first few steps after deciding. So in this case, I will say that they will they will come forward, but maybe you need to be a bit more open as well, so that they will know that it's safe for them to come forward. But we have the Four of Pentacles, so even if they do, don't be too easy to open up completely for them. So be a bit reserved, because this is something new. So I'm not saying they have bad intentions, because nothing's like that in the cards, but it's always smart to be a bit more I can't say it differently, just be sure that you're protecting who you are and what is important for you, because we're living in those times, unfortunately. Yeah, toxicity he had previously. Yeah, it could be very well, because if you look at this card, the fox is very much protecting itself from wands here, maybe overplaying a bit, but definitely someone who knows how it feels to be hurt, and they are trying to be sure that it's not happening again, which of course you can't do in life, but what I said. So yeah, I think you can expect them to move, but besides making it safe for them to come forward with their interest, or just intentions or whatever, be sure to not just say that I will let them do whatever because I'm interested too. So that's pretty much the whole thing. Okay, hope it helps. Good. I'm just reading the chat. Oh, okay, Nancy left. Okay. Bye, Nancy. I mean, I know I talked to her. What am I even saying? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we have Christina. I think did I see you in the last one? Or am I thinking about someone else? I might be. And I'm gonna be on till 8 p.m. my time, which is like 40 minutes because we're gonna go and watch a different live, not live reading. Just if anyone is interested in tarot and lovely people related to tarot, then you can join Richard and Longman's Tarot at 8 p.m. which I, invite everyone. Hi Scott, I didn't see you there, sorry. Okay, so what am I even doing? What specific things are coming in for Ireland and me going into August? Okay, let's see. What's happening in August? No jumpy cards for you. Interesting. Ooh, High Priestess. I like the High Priestess. And the Devil. And the Ten of Cups. Very interesting. You have two major arcanas. The Devil is not a bad card, by the way. I mean, I don't read the Devil as something horrible or someone horrible. But we're going to go there. We're related to August because, specific things. The High Priestess is someone who is excellent at reading other people, who have knowledge about other people's lives, and they are very diplomatic. They just know how to help other people. But because we have that in the problem area, even if it's not specific, and we have the Devil next to it, I think that there might be someone around you that will say something, and maybe not out of their best interest, because we have them here, that will test the relationship. Because the Devil is the card for I read the Devil as someone, someone or something that tests your current progress. So, and because we have these two foxes are on the Lovers cards, and you're asked a question about a relationship. So there might be something coming in that will test the strongness, or just test the relationship in some form. But what you need to remember that when we are tested, it's not easy. I'm not going to say that it's easy, but it's there for us to see that if, that we reached that certain level in a relationship or in our own life as well, separately, that we think we did. So maybe you went through something previously, or it could be that it's a fresh relationship. I don't know. I'm going to check if you say something. And please put all your questions in caps because it's hard to see, and nobody needs to ask if you can get. Anybody can get a reading, but you need please put it in caps because it's easier for me to notice. So I don't see. It could be other people's opinion about your relationship. Someone might be coming in and claiming that they know more than they actually do, and they will try to stir some things up. But if you can work through things, we have the Ten of Cups, which is like one of the best cards in my book for a love reading as a tendency, because the Ten of Cups is the white picket fenced house, is everything in a relationship that you want. And just insert what you want from a relationship into that box or into that place. This is what is waiting for you if you can work through these things that will come up. So August is going to be a testy one. It might be a difficult one because these things are not easy, especially with 2 major arcanas, but the tendency is great. So hopefully, you know, you will be able to work through things. New relationship, yeah, I could be, yeah. Well, you, at the beginning, you know, you learn each other, you learn how the other person reacts to certain things. You have to learn how to communicate. That's always very, very important. And you need to learn who you are in a relationship as well. Yeah, you have to stay true to yourself because, you know, you can't be in a successful relationship if you are not who you are. That just never works. But like I said, you have every reason to be hopeful and work for this relationship because the tendency card is just lovely. I mean, look at those squirrels with a heart and everything. I love this leg. Okay. That was the previous one. Okay, this is a question, right? Will things get more stable? Yeah, okay. Please do let me know if it's getting too dark, then I'll switch on the light, but that just messes up with the clearness of the part, so I don't like to do that if I don't have to, but if you can see clearly, please do let me know. And after a while, I will see things are more stable soon. Let's see why things are not stable and what's coming. The Magician, interesting. Something is missing for what you want to achieve. And I will say, because it's the Pentacles, that maybe it's finance, you know, it's financial. Okay, so I was just checking. So we have the Magician. The Magician is the creative, you know, the creator. The Magician is someone who has everything from all the minor suits of the tarot. They have, I mean, this crow, or even, I don't never know, has the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords, all the minor suits, everything you need in order to bring a project or something that you're working on successfully into our physical world. But if it's in the problem area, it means that something is missing. It could be, and because it's, you know, we have the pentacles here, it could be that it's money that you're lacking, or something, a resource tied to the physical world. So you might, you know, have the emotion you want to move forward with. I'm getting dark after I just asked you guys. I mean, it's a bit reflective, sorry. So you have all the emotions, you have the plans, you know what you want, you have the passion to move forward, but something is missing. If it's not financial, then, you know, something from the other areas. What you can do right now is do some research on, I don't even know, like financial options, maybe aid, or, you know, like I don't say a loan, but, you know, maybe you can get support from somewhere, you know, that you didn't think about. Because, and it also, because how the pentacle is balanced on the bunny's nose, I feel like whatever you're missing, you need to be very careful about how you spend the of it. It's just that you need more, and you don't, you know, currently you don't have it, but there is something that you can learn that will help you move forward and get that. Like I said, a financial aid, some sort of a support or a new job even. Something like that, something you didn't know it existed, but it does. And we have the justice in the tendency, and the justice is about a human created balance. So you will, oops, things are gonna move. You will get what you deserve, so to speak. And it might sound bad, but it's, not, because usually when it's in the positive part of the reading, it means that you will get something that you deserve, but it was for some reason blocked from you. It could be that it's connected to something legal. So be sure to check everything you sign, but your efforts will be rewarded for sure. There's going to be balance, more stability soon. I don't feel like, you have to wait and work on these things for a long time. Hi, Tariq. Anybody can be added to the list. Please put all your questions into caps so for me to, be able to see. And yes, nobody needs to ask. I will add that to the ticker. So I hope this helps. And if you need more help, anybody, you can reach out over Instagram or on my website, on email. All the information should be in the description down below. Yes, Richie, we are all lovely people. Okay, Gemini girly. That's a nice one. So let's see. Nope, that's too much. Okay. 4 of Wands. Oh, so short answer? No, I don't think so. I mean, it could be that they are attracted, but the tendency and the expectancy from this relationship is not very favorable, because we have the 4 of Wands in the problem area, which is a celebration, but it's, usually the twin flame, the relationshipy card. And because we have the 6 of Cups here, which is about reminiscing and nostalgia and just thinking back things, I kind of feel like that two things. Either they have an ex that they still hang up on. So even if, anything would start with the 10 of Swords here, it would end quickly. Or the other thing is that they are just not, they don't see you as a romantic interest, which can be hard, but it doesn't mean that they, they are a bad person or they don't like you as a friend. And I know that it sounds not exactly exactly the opposite that you're probably hope for. But for you, it's better if nothing starts, because the tendency of this relationship is the 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords is hitting rock bottom. So if, something would have started, for you, it would just lead into something that you wouldn't like. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but from this, it looks like it's better if it's, not even, if you don't even, think about that. Oh, my chat just jumped. And if you want to, you can reach out and we can check, what's coming and what you should read, but you can work on relationship-wise. That could be more helpful, I think. Okay. Oh, sorry, by the hand. Thank you for, stopping by. Why do I want to do that? So why are they being distant to me? Page of Swords again. Interesting. So many people in their heads. The Knight of Cups. Is there someone else? Maybe? Okay, I see two options. One of them is that they think that you have someone else who's interested, and they're trying to, you know, protect themselves from possible heartache. I don't know, you know, what the relationship you have. I mean, if it's an actual relationship or you're interested in them, or, you know, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But they are spending way too much time in their head for sure. Or it could be that they are a very reversed person, more in the logical airspace, you know, logical airhead, how to say that, headspace, that's the one that I was looking for. And you're coming in too hot, you know, too many emotions, expressing too much interest maybe. And that's, you know, and that will make them feel like they need to protect themselves, because that might be too much for them. I'm not saying that, you know, you're doing anything wrong with being open, if you're open, expressing your interest, just that you might need to be more subtle with this whole thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it kind of feels like it. Because if you look at it, this raven is looking that way, and the squirrel is, even though it should look at the crow or raven, whatever, it's looking somewhere else. So yeah, I don't know. Dating not committed. If maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a direct approach, you know, is not something that you need to do, because, you know, they immediately think that if you ask them if you want to be in a committed relationship, that that's too much. But I was just thinking about what Matt, forgot his name, you know, the big YouTuber who publishes dating content. He has a really good book, which I'm not going to be able to name because I forgot. But he said that, you know, when someone is not ready to commit, you have to stay cool, and you have to be like, okay, you know, but other people will be interested, and if you miss out, you miss out, and stuff like that. So maybe you want to check that out. And I can't remember his name, but he was dating Camila Cabello before Shawn Mendes, and if you Google him, then you will find his video, and maybe that's something that will help you out. Thank you everyone who likes. Oh, please, yes, like and subscribe and hit that bell, because that helps my channel. Okay, can I okay, let's see. 1 year. Let's see if this job is for you then. Do you like your job, by the way? I mean, you don't need to answer because I won't read it in time, but I'm always interested. I hope you like your job. I mean, you want a promotion, but doesn't mean. For some reason, there's some delay. A lot of pages today. Interesting. Looks like the shared collective is about to learn this time, or these times. Okay. So the chariot is usually that card that, you know, moves forward, have a perfect balance on things, you know how to do things correctly to, keep the chariot on the road. But because it's in the problem area, it means that something is slowing down your advancing. And I'm guessing that you feel like that because that's why you're asking if there would be a promotion. For some reason, there is a delay in that. What you can do about it right now is be more creative. Go back to the newbie mindset that when you started the job, because being a page means being open to learning, being open to experiencing new things, and the cups are emotional, and also it relates to creativity. So maybe you need to find something that you enjoy doing related to your work, because that will help you, move forward. Because unfortunately, we have the Seven of Swords in the tendency. So right now, I kind of feel like there is someone who's trying to sabotage you. That's why the delay, because the Seven of Swords is winning a battle, but in a very sneaky, false way. It's either that, there could be someone who's blocking your getting a promotion, or the other thing could be that if you try to skip this learning part and you try to just, take shortcuts and win the war in an honest, not an authentic way, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna get anything, because even if you get a promotion, it will come back and haunt you because you will know what you did to get it. So it's very important right now to not fall into the trap of trying to advance too quickly because you feel that you're being blocked and you want to move quicker than a snail. You want to be the bird, but you're slowed down for a reason. You have something you need to currently learn and, go back to that mindset of a newbie. Because if you do that, if you manage to find a new creative way to solve problems, maybe, I don't know what your, job entails, what you do, but there's always a new way to do things. Even if it's just how you relate to things. So maybe you need to change your perspective on things. That's what you need to do. Because if you don't do that, you might get a promotion, but you're not going to be able to enjoy it. Yeah, I kind of feel more like that, not the other person sabotaging now. That's a possibility, but I kind of feel like life is slowing you down for a reason. There's a lesson you need to learn here. And sometimes you don't like that because we like to move forward and quickly, especially with something like the Chariot. But yeah, things happen for a reason, and that's not a cliche. It's not a cliche, but it's up to us to find that reason. So try to go back to, that mindset. Yeah, you love your job. Good. Happy to hear. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, we have about 15 minutes, so I'll try to be... Hello, Nim. Thank you for subscribing. It was a hard word. Hope, trust, Pisces friend will change. Okay, let's see. Friendships are hard. Ooh, jumpy cards. Whoa. Oh, we have the word Knight of Wands. Let's see what the tendency is. Oh, Four of Wands. Yes, so that's a good tendency. So I would say yes, definitely worth holding on to hope. Knight of Wands. For some reason, I don't know if if it's them or you, but someone is feeling frustrated, because they want to just move forward with something. I know there's a lot of somethings, but maybe you changed, and you want to bring the other person with you because you want to share your joy, you want to show them what you experienced, you want to be on the same level. But for some reason I kind of feel like this is this is you, the excited fox who's trying to jump around everything and just be happy. And we have this little either bee or wasps. Can't even tell. Let's go with bee because that's nicer. And they might feel small for some reason. Maybe you achieved something related to your passion, related to what you want from life, and they feel small, they feel like they feel left behind. That's what I feel. So maybe the problem is that they argue because they can't express that they want to be on the same level as you in some area of life, but they just don't know what to do with that. But because we have the word, that's when you find your place in the world. You finish a cycle, you level up, you reach that position where you can share. Because if you look at this card, we have the mama deer or whatever and the baby, and they are sharing what they already learned with the other person. So you can open up the world for them. And we have the 4 of Wands as a tendency, which is celebration, spending time with family, with friends. So definitely a happy, progression. But you have to be more understanding and try to figure out what could be the reason. Why are they arguing? What's the problem? Maybe you need to sit down and talk about it openly, because there might be something that you can do for them that would help them find their place, and it could also help you find your place in your relationship as well, not just in the world. So yeah, I would definitely work on this one, because I like that the tendency is the 4 of Wands. Okay, hope that helped. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I want to do this question, to be honest, because I don't know what's with your father, if you're not in the same space. Sorry. That's not something that I like to just do. Oops. Let's see what you need to do regarding this connection. I don't know what the cards will say. And I don't know how much time we have left. So there will be 1 or 2 question stops after this one. So if you're coming in, please feel free to find me on my website. I have a Google form that you can fill out to get a question, or you can find me on Instagram as well. That's the easiest. We have 9 of Wands again. Queen of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is that living hug type of person. If you know Harry Potter, then this card is Mrs. Weasley. Someone who takes care of you, who prioritize your needs above their needs. So the problem is that because we also have the Knight of Wands, who is a very passionate knight, who likes to run off to the sunset and do all the fightings and do these passionate things and not always think about the consequences of their actions. I kind of feel like that they are a bit more selfish than they should be. in this relationship. And yeah, because what is coming out of this too is the Eight of Wands, which is a very forward moving energy. So I'm not saying that they don't want to do anything with you together, you know, not they don't want to build something, but maybe they are right now still in that phase where they are thinking more about themselves and what they want, because everything is so interesting, you know. There are all these things in life that they want to experience and they want to move forward and do these, that they kind of they might lose focus on what is actually important, and they can just put you in a back burner a little. And now that's completely up to you if you let that to happen because you think it's worth the relationship. But if you feel like, you know, you're in the background and you don't like to be the second to something, then it's very much time to speak up about it. You need to communicate that you don't appreciate not being taken care of. That's what it's coming through for me. Yes, okay. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, and hi, Jezebel. I think I'm filled up, but like I said, please feel free to, you know, email me or find me on Instagram. I have time during the weekend, so I can do readings if you want. Anyone wants. And you know, obviously, when I have actual time to sit down and do a reading, it's more detailed. Okay, nice. We have nice. Okay, let's see. Taylor, hi Taylor. I hope you're still here. Let's check. And really, thank you so much for letting me read for you guys, because I had a crappy day, but reading is oh, Queen of Pentacles again. is always filling me up with positive energy. And Two of Pentacles, whoops, and a lot of cards. Oh nope. Yes. Justice. Okay, so like I said before, but in this case, you're the one who's not prioritizing, that's a hard word, your own needs. So you're not taking care of yourself as much as you should be. Maybe you have too much work, or you're balancing family. I don't know if you have a family, and you don't have to have children. I don't mean that you can live in a household with other people, because we have the bunnies with all the small bunnies. So I kind of feel like you might prioritize other people in your life more than you should yourself currently, because the current in the current position we have the Two of Pentacles, which is about finding balance between work and personal life, or other people and yourself. In this case, it suggests that you have the capability, you know, you're able to do that well, but it requires a little more attention on your part. You know, you don't just say yes to everyone so quickly. But we have the Justice in the tendency. So whatever this imbalance is in life, it's going to be taken care of, and in a very just, nice way. And you'll be able to see the situation how it needs to be seen. You know, you'll be able to see other people, what they contribute, and yourself and what you contribute, for what is it actually for you know, its real value. So it's not something that you really have to put in a lot of effort, but you need, because these are minors, but we have the major arcana here, which is signifies more that don't worry, work on this balance, you know, work on this, creating this balance, because you will get that. It's coming. You deserve, you know, time for yourself and taking care of yourself as well. And you will be able to do that. So I really like that. So be sure to, you know, take care of yourself, because if you are not 100%, you can't take care of other people. Okay, and this is going to be our last one for today, because it's almost 8. So thank you so much for everyone who dropped by. If you want to, I'll be doing a live reading next month as well, around the same time, a third week. So come by, or as I said before, find me on all my links and just, you know, let me help you. So can I ask if I get a place? Comfort me, fulfillment, comfort me. Oh, okay. So let's see, what about this job? It's hard when you feel like that. Whoops. What is it with the Knight of Wands and, you know, feeling stopped and unfocused and burning out? I mean, unfortunately, I know the feeling. Ooh, we also have the Five of Wands, petty office drama. So there might be, the problem is with your job is not the job itself, but people. You know, maybe your ooh, I have a troll. Aw, have a lovely day, troll. This was my first troll, you guys. I've never been trolled before. I feel special. So yeah, maybe the problem is the people. And, hi Victoria, unfortunately I don't have time, I'm finishing up, but you can find all the links to how you can find me, and you can, you know, ooh, oh geez, so don't worry, but it's the tower. So unfortunately things are not looking up so well, but the tower is that moment, and I'm not going to, you know, night wash this feeling or whatever. It's the tendency, so you might be able to avoid this moment if you can take yourself out of these petty conflicts when no one knows whose side they are on. But it kind of feels like a very toxic workplace, to be honest. So, and the current tendency is that something is going to change. It's going to be unexpected and hard. I'm not going to say that you're gonna, you know, not work here anymore, even though it kind of feels like that. It could be that something is going to drastically change in the workplace. But if it does, then you need to remember that there's always a need for, you know, the tower moment comes in when we're struggling to let go, when we already know that something is not working. But for, you know, for practical reasons, for example, I had this with my previous job. I will hold on to it for more than a year because I didn't want to just go, because I didn't have anything else. So I was holding on to hope that things would change, and they didn't. It was just horrible and toxic for the same reason. And then I started to look for something else, and then I found something else, and I was able to leave. So sorry, my voice is kind of going. If you can start looking for a new job. I'm not sure what is your position in the workplace. Where is my voice? But if you don't have influence over how other people behave or how things work, then this change is going to be outside of your outside of your reach. You know, you won't have an influence on how things go. So yeah, I don't see that things will get easier, to be honest. I would say that you need a new job yeah. Sorry guys, and thank you so much for everyone who came and joined. I'm gonna be finishing now because, as you can hear, my voice is going. It was so lovely to meet all of you and to be able to read all of you. If you missed out, then please feel free to reach out and find me on Instagram, or I have a Google form set up where you have to just give me your email address and the question, and I will do the reading as soon as I have time. So you can find me there, and yeah, see you in a month from now or in the next video, whichever is coming close for each of you. And we're gonna leave with the King of Wands because we can find that creative outlet and we can find our passion in our life and just find something small and turn it into something big. That's the message. We can do that. See you in the next one. Bye guys.